Okay, folks, I've been doing these little videos, trying to keep them short as possible for anybody that's kind of following along. I got a junkyard motor. Mine's a 4.8 with a 4L60, and I bought an eBay harness. I've purchased fuel line from Evil Energy. Actually, I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna get a fuel pump. I was gonna do an internal fuel pump. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do an external fuel pump because I'm probably gonna end up changing my tank out eventually. But the goal first is to get it running. Trying to sort out the wiring. It's a shame these guys cut all this stuff off so short, because I could have used that hot wire to run back to my starter. I've already got one ran in the clip, so I'll probably end up using that, but it would have just been really super neat if I would have used this one. The eBay harness I got had the wrong adapter or the wrong plug-ins for the EV6s. I ordered two different ones from two different people and they were both wrong. So anyway, I got adapters to adapt those. Same thing with the alternator plug. So I had to order an adapter for that, but otherwise everything else is gonna work. I left the oil pressure sender in there. I'm gonna try to figure that one out. Same with the oil level, and we'll see what we can do. I've got a starter wire on the front clip. It's already got a ring on it, but there's a starter wire. So we're not too far away once I get the fuel pump and everything. I'm still waiting for my transmission cross member. I was gonna make one. I can buy them cheaper than I can buy the material. And I don't mind fabricating, it's just material's so high. But right now, about where I've got this thing sitting, where you're about level, I've got 3/4 of an inch rise in the front just to clear the power steering pump and everything. Everything's clean. I could probably go ahead and lower it to that 3/4 inch, but I kind of like the way it looks. And since I can get this level, we're in pretty good shape. So I don't want to mount the shifter until I have the transmission sitting where I want. So I've got everything where it goes into park and drive. They said I could have used the stock shifter components. I kept them, but I went ahead and bought this rod and hind joint deal. I kind of like it. A buddy of mine got me the LS Swap Shorty eBay headers. That was a lifesaver because the stock 2005 manifolds don't fit in the frame. That kind of was messing my day up when I first did that, because I had to do the mock-up more than once. But right now, I've got pretty good clearance down in there. I'm gonna run my wiring harness through somewhere in this area right here and run the wires, just kind of keep it clean. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this mess. Yes, I can take it all off. I've got a new heater core and stuff in there. That's for a later date. I need to do some door hinges and stuff like that, but I really like to get the thing running and see where I'm at. I gotta have to get my drive shaft built. So I'm doing these videos just to kind of give everybody an idea of what this consists of. I know there's a lot of information, and I've watched a lot of videos. I'm actually to the point where I'm tired of watching videos, but I use the ICT billet bracket for the stock motor mounts. Yes, they're rubber. Yes, everybody says they'll sag. I do have 3/4 of an inch of clearance, so I'm not too worried about it. That's not really that big a deal to change either if I have to. Otherwise, sitting the motor in, I did buy a cross member. I think it was $79, $89, something like that. I think it's called a TransDAP 6420. I will try to do a better job of giving people information, but like I said, that Evil Energy fuel line, I like the way it looks. Hopefully it lasts as good as they say they are. I got to get, because I use those shorty headers, I couldn't even use the stub shafts or the stub pipe with the O2 sensor, so I do have to order those before I get ready to fire this thing off. But just piecing it together. I do work in the afternoon, so I'll get up in the morning and work on it. I do have a lot of other things to do. I got a 2-acre property. I'm trying to mow the yard, take care of all that. It's been raining like crazy down here in Texas, so I mow the yard like every 3 or 4 days. So there's a lot to do, but and I didn't want to rush through this project, but at the same time, I want to get it going. I really like this truck. I put up some videos when I still had the 350 in it. This thing drives like a dream, and I was getting the best I got was 11 miles a gallon. So we're going to figure out getting the speedo working and get everything going, so we can kind of track and see what the real fuel economy is. But I got to get 2.5-inch couplers. These are 3, and they know worky. So got a few things I got to get done there. Other than that, we're coming around. So anyway, just an update on what we're doing with this old truck, LS swapping. Good thing is, with everything I got in it, I think I got $1,500 in the motor and transmission. I've probably got, I don't know, $300, maybe $400 in spare parts of stuff that I bought. So, and I already owned the truck. And I got the truck. I bought the truck as a roller and drove it 3,000 miles before I finally had problems with it. So, not a lot of money in this truck yet. Leaves me room later on because I don't think I'm ever going to sell it to, further build it or whatever. But we'd like to get it on the road, be able to drive it, figure out the small things, and then maybe we will take the time and build a really good motor to put in it. But anyway, this is an update.